In today's world, it is easy to be uneasy. We have children that live in different states, schools that are remote, in school and hybrid, a child that is on the road a lot for his job, family members with health problems, and a nation that is at unrest. A few years ago, I could have added job stress to this list. The list could go on and on. If I focus on all or just a few of these things, I could become very uneasy about things. I'm sure that some of you can relate. However, God's Word reminds me that He is faithful and He is with me. No matter what will happen with any of these things, God has us in the palm of His hands. Hebrews 6:18 says, "So that by two unchangeable things in which it is impossible for God to lie, we who have fled for refuge might have strong encouragement to hold fast to the hope set before us." Verse 19 says, "We have this as a sure and steadfast anchor of the soul, a hope that enters into the inner place behind the curtain." It leads us through the curtain into God's inner sanctuary is another way that it's stated. Strong and trustworthy anchor for our souls. I love the picture that those words bring to mind for me. I can see a boat that's being tossed at sea, much like my emotions are when anxiety gets to me. Yet the anchor is strong enough to hold that boat in one spot and keeps it from getting tossed and turned in the sea. Can't you see God holding us with His arms around us, protecting us from the storms that we are up against? If we flee to Him for refuge, we have nothing to worry about. Sure, we'll still be amidst in the storms and see the hatred, the sadness in this world, but He will see us through. I pray this week that if you do not know Christ, that you will choose Him to be your anchor. If you do know Him, I pray that you'll be able to focus on Him and let Him draw you near, give you hope, let you feel peace during these trying times. I will admit at times I am flustered, anxious, even scared when I see what our nation and its people are doing to one another, but I go to the Word for calming assurance that He always gives me through it. The other night, I could not sleep. Too many thoughts were going through my head. I opened up my Bible to Psalm 23, but I just kept reading. I rested on Psalm 25:1 and repeated it until I could finally rest. "In you, Lord my God, I put my trust." What a simple, powerful verse. I have repeated it multiple times daily since that night. I paraphrase it almost hourly during my day. I trust you, God. I trust you, God. I trust you, God. I pray that you feel the hope that He provides, the strong anchor He gives, and can say, "I trust you, God," as you go through your week. Hope you have a blessed week.